Good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to the Woodward Fire press briefing. Today is Saturday, September 5th. My name is Mary Rasmussen, and I'm Information Officer for Northern Rockies Team 2. Today, we'll hear from Brandon Chikowski, Operations Section Chief. We have Jeremy Michael, our Incident Meteorologist, Scott Schuster, one of the incident commanders for our team, and we'll hear from Graham Groneman from the Marin County Fire Department. So I'll turn it over to Brandon.
Once again, good morning, everybody. Another nice day. Got to meet some really nice people there yesterday when I was out and about. And this morning started out with a sunrise in the east, moon setting in the west, and a nice dark cup of coffee. So can't really beat that right there. So kind of a quick trip. Remember of the landmarks. Start over here, Limitor Road, of course the beach. As we work up through Limitor Road on the west, as we come around, it comes around on the north, the northern boundary of our fire. Still on Limitor Road, Fox Drive, Silver Hills, Inverness Park. Okay, as we move forward, Drake's View and Inverness proper. So as everybody knows, it was good. The evacuation order was lifted and folks were able to get back down into this area. We're really happy that that happened and everybody is back in their homes. It was a success for all of us involved in the incident. Point Reyes Station, got here, of course, in the Bear Valley Trail. So a little trip here around the fire, and it's going to be shorter because we're doing really good on the fire. Things are looking real good out there. Starting over here on the west off the ocean, Division Zulu. We still have 40 people down in there holding the line and making sure things are getting mopped up correctly. And so we're doing good down in there and everything's holding and secure. We move further up the line on the west where Z Trail and Sky Trail come together. Mop up continues up there with hand crews on the wider dozer line and the narrower hand line. We have not had any issues the last couple days, and very few smokes are starting to be seen. So we're looking very good there. As far as this piece over here, what we call Echo along Limitor Road, and the dozer line that connects the road all the way up here into the Horse Trail and Sky Trail, it's looking real good. We continued in the mornings to, even yesterday and a little bit today, have a marine layer set in there. Our humidities are real high. The fuels are green on these northern exposures. A lot of stuff is unable to burn. So we feel at this time that we've got all the burning up in here that we can, and the fuels aren't available. So even though it may not be right on the line, this piece of the fire is secure just due to the fuels being unavailable for consumption. Chipping here yesterday, doing some roadside cleanup of some fuels we had to remove, going very well. Behind the visitor center, the mop up is going really well. Feeling very secure with things going on there. You come over the hill, and you look at the fire up in this area. The smoke that you see in there is very much interior, and it's just those large diameter fuels that are still, burning a little bit, but there's no issues or concerns to the line at this time. If you come down further on Bear Valley Trail, all the way down our hand line, even here on the Baldy Trail and back out to the ocean, all that's looking good. We continue to have quite a few people down in there patrolling, mopping up, removing hazard trees along the road in certain sections of the trail. So they're looking good, especially what we see in the daylight. Night shift was out again last night, and no issues or no concerns. No trees came over, no spots or anything. So overall things on the fire are real good. We're happy with where we're at right now, and as we kind of move forward into maybe like we talked about, transitioning to another team here starting tomorrow, being comfortable giving them a good product on the landscape, a fire that they will have no issues managing and taking care of. Thank you.
morning, everyone. Jeremy Michael, incident meteorologist. So first off, I want to cover some of the questions that's been coming in this morning related to smoke and air quality. I'm going to touch more on the smoke. Each morning, as long as this fire is burning and there's interior pockets like Brandon was talking about, as long as those continue to burn out, there's going to be smoke production pretty much through the 24 hours, and then every morning it's going to settle into all the low spots there along the Tamales Bay, Inverness Park, Alima Valley, Bear Valley. The smoke's going to settle in, and then in the afternoon, when we start getting a little bit of that northwest breeze, it'll start pushing that out and clearing it out. And at least for the next few days, with the absence of the marine layer, it's going to help loft a lot of that stuff out during the afternoon. We go into the middle of next week, it can start settling in, generally close proximity to the fire. Another thing that we want to cover is you've probably been seeing a lot on the news, record-breaking heat, excessive heat warnings, and even there's heat advisories all the way down to the coast. And it's always a little tricky at the coast because the marine layer likes to hug there and stay there even during the heat waves, but temperatures 70s and 80s. If you go just like a mile or two inland, you could be talking 80s, 90s. There in Alima, you could be talking temperatures 100 degrees. So make sure you're definitely taking care or following all those precautions and paying attention over these next several days. Now the fire, as we related, or the weather related to the fire, well, basically what we have is elevated critical fire weather days the next few days, and that's because given how the fuels respond to this weather and the hot, dry temperatures, that's why we're messaging that to the firefighters. Thankfully, by the middle of next week, our friend the marine layer comes back, and that's going to start bringing that fog, that stratus, that drizzle again, and bringing up those relative humidities and cooling temperatures down. And that will improve the fire weather conditions as we go into next week. Thank you.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Scott Schuster, one of the incident commanders with the Northern Rockies team. Brandon alluded to the transition that we're in for the next couple of days, and a question came in from the group: what's the difference between a Type 1 team and a Type 3 team? And really, it has to do with how many people we're supporting. You know, our main job as an incident management team is to support the firefighters on the ground with food and equipment, place to stay, all that kind of good stuff. And then, of course, our other job is to integrate in with the community, provide information to community, support, work with the Marin County Fire Department, the sheriff. So those are kind of our main jobs. And to give you a little history, our peak during this fire was around 600 people. And then when we leave on Monday, we'll be down around 100, 150. So in order to support 600 people and provide information to the community, that takes a large organization, and that's what a Type 1 team is. When we get down to 100, 150 people, you need less folks to support the firefighters on the ground, and that's really what a Type 3 team is. It's just a smaller version of us. They still come with incident commander, specialist in operations, specialist in public affairs, specialist in logistics. So they'll have all those functional areas that we have, just a small organization because there's fewer firefighters on the ground. So they provide all the expertise and know-how, and they're in briefing with some of our other ICs right at 10 o'clock this morning, and then we'll transition with them the rest of today and tomorrow to hand over all the information that we have, get them on the ground and comfortable, as Brandon said, get them integrated, introduced to the fire department, the sheriff's department, all the cooperators, introduced to you folks out in the public. So that's really what the plan is, and that's kind of the difference between the Type 1 and Type 3. So with that, one last thing too, can't forget, I want to again thank everyone for all the outpouring support from the community. Our public affairs group put together a small video of all the signs that you guys have put up, and it took it's a 5.5-minute video to capture all the massive amount of signs you have out there. So the firefighters really appreciate the support from the community, and so do we as a team. So with that, everybody have a great day. Thanks again for your support.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Graham Groneman, Marin County Fire Department. I'd just like to start off by just welcoming the new Type 3 team that's coming into the area, and a huge thank you to the outgoing Type 1 team that's shown a tremendous support of our community and our needs out here. As they talked about, the evacuation order for the Silver Hills and Fox Drive area has been lifted as of 6 o'clock last night. folks are returning to their homes. Marin County Fire and the team will have resources out there to assist folks, answer questions, and help out any way we can. There are still a couple homes out on the end of Limmature that are occupied by park staff that are still evacuated, and the team will be assessing and discussing the repop plan for those areas today. You know, a reminder, it was an order, an evacuation order, and it's been downgraded to a warning. That still indicates that there is a threat out there, and please just be prepared if conditions change to leave. Have your go bags ready, and if you want any additional information on evacuation preparedness, go visit firesafemarin.org online. Good information there. You can still expect, obviously, significant smoke out there on the fire, and some isolated flame or tree torching throughout this hot weather that we're having. But you know, please just monitor your situation, get the information from the team and everything that's out there, and just be safe. You know, we just wanted to thank the communities for all the support. I know the IC just talked about the support we saw on Sir Francis Drake and down in Alima, and it's great to see that. The firefighters appreciate it, and everyone feels it. So thank you for that. Marin County Fire will remain engaged on this incident as the teams transition throughout the Type 3 team taking over, and until this thing has no more smokes coming off of it. So thank you all for being supportive. Thank the team. Welcome the new team that's coming in, and you guys have a great day.
Okay, so thank you. Just a few final thoughts. I wanted to remind everybody that Fort Ray's National Seashore will remain closed throughout the holiday weekend. And that is so that our firefighters have safe access, and it's just to reduce any incidents or any possibilities of accidents or crowding on the roads. Tomorrow, Sunday, will be the last briefing that the Northern Rockies team will be doing, and we will be introducing the new incident commander to you tomorrow. His name is Eric Newell. Just going to finish with some of the statistics. The fire is now at 4,811 acres. It is 85% contained. We currently have 332 personnel, and that includes 7 crews, 16 engines. We have 3 helicopters available to us, 1 bulldozer, 1 masticator, and 4 water tenders. So thank you and have a great Saturday.